Cool. So I'm here with
Fiona. Yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Little handshake on camera. We're just talking to people about the sort of dating culture and how men and women are sort of meeting each other now. So the first question is, have you ever been approached by a man in the day?
Yes, many a times.
Tell us about that. Like, what's the typical experience that you have if a guy comes up to you and...
Quite polite, actually.
Yeah.
Quite polite. There's been a few aggressive ones. But,
Really?
Yeah, but not too bad.
In London or Hertfordshire, were they aggressive?
London, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so what, occasionally you get someone that makes you feel a little bit unsafe?
Yeah, sometimes. Just bit weird comments.
Yeah.
But mainly positive, I would say. Yeah.
So, like, what's a typical thing someone would say? Would they come up and say, like, I just thought you looked really cute or beautiful? Or would they try and, like, make a comment about something you're wearing?
It's usually, how are you? How's your day going?
Yeah.
You look nice. Those sort of things.
That's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite polite.
Yeah. And are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
And how did you meet your boyfriend or husband, if you don't mind me asking?
Through my uncle at the Fee
cool.
Festival.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I like to say it's old-fashioned because meeting through family is old-fashioned,
Yeah.
but V Festival, I suppose, is not so old-fashioned.
Yeah.
But that's a great way. So what do you think about sort of nowadays people are sort of resorting? I think over 50% of relationships in the UK start online.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your opinion on things like Tinder and Bumble and Happen and Match.com?
I don't know, I think each to their own, but I do worry about like the dangers for men and women of meeting strangers, but I suppose it's the same as meeting someone in a nightclub. You don't truly ever know someone,
No,
do
you
you?
don't.
So
You don't. So what do you think then, that if you met someone sort of in the daytime, like sort of like I came and approached you there,
Yeah.
if my interests were of a more desiring capacity and not to talk to you about this, do you think that's an appropriate way to meet someone? If I'd seen you having a cigarette or not having a cigarette and come and said, like, hey, I just saw you sitting here, I think you look really cute. You think that would be okay?
Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Not about me, I'm not asking you if you would have gone.
I know. Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Yeah.
I suppose it's the same then, when you put it like that, it's the same as someone messaging you
Yeah.
on a dating site and saying, hi, how are you? It's the same really, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess the only added thing is that there's people around, so maybe you feel a bit safer
that's true.
when it's in public.
That's
But it was interesting because, like, even when I just came to say hi, you were just super friendly. Like, you didn't seem like intimidated or really shocked at all. You were just like, oh, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Because is that because you're sort of used to those sort of conversations, or are you just quite relaxed about that stuff in general?
Relaxed in general. I think because I work with the public a lot of the time as well, so it's just normal for people to come up to me. So.
Because I think now, like, with everything that's, I guess, happening in the media and everything, more and more men are scared to come and talk to women, and more women are suspicious of men that come and talk to them because they don't know what their incentives are or what their motives are. I guess this may not be an easy question, but what would your advice be to men and women who, you know, well, let's say men first, who feel like they want to meet a woman but they're nervous to come and say hi? Again, like, I just came to say hi to you. What would your advice be? Like, what shouldn't they do and what should they do?
Don't touch. Don't touch me.
On the face,
yeah. Just don't touch me, and I think it will be all right. But I think men do get a lot of a hard time, especially with like the Me Too movement and stuff now, where women are like, oh, if a man talks to me, that's aggressive. Like, words are aggressive. I think men do get a lot of a hard time. But as long as you're cordial and you're nice and you're not aggressive about it, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So the signs of like, that's a really cool thing to say as well. But so the signs of someone that's being aggressive maybe is like, if they don't just say, like, hey, how are you? If they come and say, hey, what's up? Like, you're really hot. You mean, like, calm it down, like, introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, like how you did just then.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Like, hi, how are you? Something like that, rather than, hi, give me your number.
Yeah.
Or the worst thing I have is come with me. See, that's the worst you could be.
That is, yeah.
But if you're nice, 9 times out of 10, someone's going to be nice back to you, so.
Completely true. You've basically just given us a really, like, detail, like, in a short interview that was really detailed, so thank you for being honest about it and open about it, because I think the world's moving in a weird direction where people, like, men are discouraged from talking to women and women are discouraged from being open to men talking to them. So thank you for...
You're very welcome.
Sweet.